Firefighters, paramedics, swiftwater rescuers, highline climbers. These are the men and women of Dublin Fire Rescue and Ambulance Service.
Hello, Fire Brigade Ambulance Service.
We're running around a bit of a panic. There's an indication of smoke all around the apartment block. It's a very, very strong smell.
Is the fire alarm going off there?
Yes.
Can you physically see any smoke?
Oh, it's very, very strong now.
Are people
maybe on the 5th floor.
Okay, will you try and evacuate people there then if there is a strong smell of smoke, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
The hours of darkness are an especially busy time for Dublin Fire and Rescue, with buildings more likely to be occupied and residents less aware of any danger. Smoke, not flame, is the greatest threat posed by a fire, and it can linger long after the blaze has been extinguished. In the aftermath of a fire at a city centre apartment block, paramedic Glenn Ellis is briefing his colleagues.
Who did they bring out, male or female?
Female.
Female.
Unconscious, face down the floor. She's gone off one floor to report to the hospital. One floor gone back to another case there now. They've finished that case already now.
The fire may be out, but with smoke lingering in the corridors and stairwells, Sub-Officer Mick Moylan and his colleagues have a lot more work to do.
Smoke issuing from the second floor of this building, and we just attended. There was families taken out from every floor. Some never heard the alarm, some never heard the banging. So we got everybody out that was here. They're all out downstairs now in the rain. Get them back in as quick as possible, vent this place, make it livable again. That's it. We have 52, 51 down to 48, 18,
Counted for.
17,
Counted for.
16,
Counted for.
15, 14 and 12. Right, so how many we got there left? 10 or so, 10 or 12.
Overseen by Station Officer Shane Summers, fire crews and Gardaí need to establish which of the block's 48 apartments are empty and which might still have residents inside.
They're checking through to make sure that everybody's being accounted for. They've checked with the guards have went outside and seen who's actually here in each of the apartments. They have a number of apartments that haven't been accounted for, so we're going to have to go up now and open up those doors to make sure those apartments are vacant.
Hello, Fire Brigade?
The thick smoke that filled these corridors earlier might have cleared, but residents, possibly overcome by the fumes, may still be unconscious in their apartments. There's only one way to be sure.
47 is accounted for.
101 Alpha, that's a 0 Alpha. 48 is clear. 48 is clear.
Hello, Fire Brigade?
Hello?
The apartment doors, though heavy and tightly sealed, were clearly no barrier to the smoke.
28 is clear, Peter, over.
Hello? Stephen, it's a vacant apartment. What number is that, Robbie? 38? 39. 39.
Yeah, open the door. Fire Brigade, come on. Fire Brigade.
There's a fire. 43 is clear. 41.
We have somebody coming down now, over.
Yeah, still.
Toilet here. We have a family coming down from 41.
With two more residents safely accounted for, firefighter Niall Tier and his colleagues will continue to search, room by room.
What we've had here tonight is a fire in apartments. Unfortunately, in this situation, people didn't leave. Even after the fire was put out, there was still 2 or 3 families left in apartments that didn't respond.
You got a coat?
So we just stand outside,
Yeah, just outside, yeah.
We just break down the doors tonight, try and get people out. So I can show you what can happen. You have to get out quickly if you hear people moving around or if you hear a fire alarm going off, because that's a good example tonight of how people are literally left behind.
And there was no smoke in the apartment?
Inside the room there's no smoke,
No
but
smoke in
outside
outside in the hall?
smoke all over the place.
All over the place?
Yeah.
And did you breathe in the smoke as you were?
Small.
Just a small one?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing major. Okay, do you want to go to hospital to get checked out? Or?
No, I'm
No, we're okay.
Are you okay, yeah? So I'm sure they're going to clear it now and then you'll be able to go back in, I'd say, in the next about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah. Keep that blanket and keep it warm.
Okay, thank you.
My God.
She like you, Dan. She likes your sleep.
But she's getting it, I'm not. That's the only problem.
Hello, fire and ambulance service.
Male in the 60s again, hiding there. He's conscious and breathing. I don't know if he's anything else, but he's injuries.
Okay, Junction North Side. Oh, it's an assault. Guardian attendance.
Guardian there, see now.
Okay, what did you say he was?
In the 60s.
In the 60s, conscious and breathing.
Conscious and breathing, yeah.
The landlord of a house in the North City Centre has been assaulted. Before he gets to A&E, his condition will be assessed by one of 2 paramedics attending the scene.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you feeling at the moment? Apart from...
Oh God, I feel okay, but a bit nervous.
A bit nervous, yeah?
Well, a bit shaky, you know.
Aye.
Wasn't expecting it, you know.
Exactly, yeah. Any neck or back pain?
And?
Any neck or back pain? Any pain along the back?
Oh God, no.
Didn't fall down when they hit you, Andy, did you?
No.
Right, did you lose consciousness as well?
It's just this thing come in here, right?
Didn't lose consciousness?
And?
Did you lose consciousness?
Oh God, no.
You're clean just now. They get you up to the Mater Hospital, get you checked out, okay?
It was shaking in the centre. I wasn't expecting it, right?
Exactly, yeah. Don't put this on you to keep the blood from dripping into your eye, okay?
While Gordon McArdle deals with the man's head wound, his colleague David Walsh takes the quickest route to the Mater Hospital.
In the back we have an elderly gentleman we picked up on North Circle Road. He came up to speak to tenants. There was alcohol-related issues, and he asked them to leave. He gave them notice to leave. So they beat him up outside and left him outside in the pavement. We have bandaged up his head and just made sure he's stable. We also would have checked him for any spinal injuries because he was beaten about the head. It would be fairly commonplace for us to see assaults, especially assaults related to alcohol, which tonight was. It's a nightly occurrence for us.
When you're to the hospital, nurse will check you out, triage you first, right?
Yes, correct.
Just a lot of swelling this side, right? You need a few stitches above your knee, right? Nothing to worry about. What are you saying, there's noise in the apartment?
He said there's friends inside in the flat. And you can be to go and tell the people that have to leave, you know?
So you went up to tell them to leave and they gave you a hide?
Yeah.
Right.
What's that there?
What's that there now?
Until the smoke is completely vented from inside, the apartment block will remain evacuated. With the rain still falling, fire tenders and ambulances are being used to shelter and assess residents, especially children, for possible smoke inhalation.
When you came out, was there smoke on the floor?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, was the blanket like this over the child?
It was.
The blanket like this. Can I have a look?
Yeah. He probably took her a little bit, you know, because there was smoke on the stairs.
How old?
7 weeks.
7 weeks. You can see right up the nose, the 2 nostrils, very, very clean. So if there's any kind of smoke at all, you would see it here on the nose, dirt, and it's so clean.
Oh, it was very
If there was anything there, you would see it.
It was very good.
So he's fine and he looks normal. Are you okay? And are you okay? Yeah? Just shocked, yeah?
Good night, lads. Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, man.
2 hours later, with the last pockets of smoke cleared from the building, residents can finally return to their homes.
Hello, sir. How are you? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, we're fine, thank you.
And I was going to say the Gardaí are going to be downstairs, so the police will be downstairs all night.
Okay.
In the foyer, okay? And the management company are here as well. So they're going to get any doors that were broken fixed. Okay, well, you're okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
Child is okay?
It's sleeping now.
Oh, really? Okay. We just wanted to check you're okay anyway.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. It's no problem at all. No problem at all.
We're picking up the lift and say, well, what floor are you on? Sorry, there it is. Excuse me, do you want to go to the lift up?
Oh, it's the lift.
The lift is there, yeah, you wouldn't say you walk up the stairs, okay? Stephen will go with you.
Seems to be there. We got everybody out fairly well, and the guys dealt with the fire quick enough to get the smoke out, which didn't have a knock-on effect on the patients. There's a couple of patients we've dealt with that were shocked from the whole incident, and at this hour in the night, 2:30 in the morning, the sugar levels aren't good and their own responsive levels aren't good, so we've dealt with them and they've gone back in and everyone's back in safe and sound. So one to hospital, which I think is a good night's work at this stage.
Fire control room. Caller, what's the address of the emergency, please?
Hi, Ashling Hotel, Parkgate Street, Dublin 8. Some sort of a crash outside the hotel, I believe.
They've actually hit the hotel, we think, do we?
A truck has hit the tram.
Sorry, a truck has hit the Lewis. Fire control room.
The Lewis got crashed into an articulated truck, I think. The articulated lorry is on the ground and there's a man on the floor. That's all I can see at the moment.
There are bodies on the ground. There's a guy laying on the ground like he's dead. Honest to God, people are putting a blanket over him. So please, hurry.
With fire and rescue crews en route to the scene of the crash, District Officer Dave Kavanagh from Townsend Street is headed for the Red Cow roundabout in West Dublin.
We're off to the Lewis Control Centre. There's that to be an incident just down from Euston Station. Part of the Fire Brigade standard operating guideline is that a DO is sent up to their control centre where we can monitor what's going on from their CCTV, and also we can liaise with the incident commander on the fire ground. Well, at the moment, the report is that a truck has actually hit the tram. I mean, there could be a lot of injuries depending on where the impact was. At the moment, I don't have that information because as I'm responding here, obviously the crews will be responding to the incident itself. So as soon as I get here, I'll set up communications with the incident commander on the fire ground.
Fire and ambulance. Caller, what's the address of the emergency, please? I'm on Gardner Street and there's bleeding smoke and sparks coming out of a bleeding B&B. I went and told the landlord, they just closed the door in my face, so tell me there
was someone in the house, was there?
Loads of rooms, the B&B.
And there's people in it?
Well, it looks like the bleeding is a resident, like all the windows and the doors are on. I knocked at the door and said, look, there's sparks and smoke's coming out of the roof. Oh yes, we know, we understand and all. Please leave now.
And where did you see the flames coming from?
They're coming from just under the tiles on the roof, not out of the roof, just under the tiles.
And much smoke?
Black smoke, yeah.
And you can see it bellowing now?
I can see it from the bleeding, I'm standing in the bleeding phone box.
Yeah, that's fine, it's not on the way there, okay? Thank you, bye-bye.
District Officer Donald Petterbridge and several fire and rescue units are en route to Gardner Street, preparing for the worst.
You're travelling there with 102, 101, 106.
DOA, go ahead.
DOA, that's possible persons reported there. We have 35 and 24 attached to that case now.
Okay, just pass it on to 102, will you?
It's 120 down to 102.
We have a call now.
Possibly persons
responding to a fire with confirmed fire with possible persons reported, meaning that there may be someone in the building. So that changes is the mindset of the crews that are on the appliances responding and the officers. Everybody now, their awareness is going to be heightened, the adrenaline will be flying, and our objective now is to get in and save life. There'll be 5 units responding to this. We'll also have an ambulance responding once there's a chance of any persons being reported in it.
In the event of any accident involving Dublin's tram system, a senior fire and rescue officer is dispatched to the Lewis Control Centre. From here, the entire operation can be closely monitored and coordinated.
Hey, it's David up here in the Lewis Control Centre, and I just want to confirm to you that the power has been shut down. That is, the power has been shut down, so you can go ahead and air the overhead lines.
With multiple casualties to deal with in the aftermath of a serious accident involving a truck and a Lewis tram, 9 units of Dublin Fire and Rescue, coordinated by District Officer Joe Trimble, have been joined by several HSE ambulances.
We have the driver of a truck very seriously injured, the driver of the tram is injured, and we have several people on board who are also injured. There's certainly more hazards for firefighters dealing with an incident on the Lewis, mainly because of the power cable and the power supply to the Lewis. And of course the amount of people that could potentially be involved in the Lewis incident is colossal, is huge.
The idea that the DO being in the control centre is for 2 reasons. One, obviously, is to ensure that the power is actually shut down, because if you can imagine the 750 volts running through the overhead lines, which obviously creates a huge hazard for the firefighter, the incident commander in the fireground will ask for the power to be shut down through our control centre, and I'm like a safety valve. I ensure that it is actually shut down. As you can see, there's 2 buttons on the table here. One is for the red line, one is for the green line, and once they're pushed, that actually shuts the whole power down to each of the lines. The other thing is, obviously, this hour of the morning now, they're probably moving about 80,000 people will be moved into the city. I mean, they're anxious, obviously, to get their trams rolling again. So it's very important that I'm able to liaise with them to let them know what's happening on the fireground and how quickly we'll be actually off the scene.
At the B&B on Gardner Street, What was initially reported as a life-threatening fire is anything but.
Delta C, take Delta 1021, full stop. Control calling Delta 101, Delta. You've all been cancelled, that's a 1 pump stop.
Is there any fire there at all? Is there anything? We got a call that there was persons reported in a fire in a B&B here in Gardner Street. So we responded with 5 units, as you can see. We sent everything to this, plus an ambulance. With the original information, someone said there was flames coming through the roof. Some people could have woke out of their sleep, heard the fire alarm and give all this mad information to us to respond. But thankfully it's a false alarm, but you know, still at the same time we were ready to go, and it's turned out to be nothing but a break glass unit at the end of the day, so everybody's ready to roll again now.
They wouldn't give him a room in there, and he broke the break glass unit just beside the door, so if I can get the guards down here as quick as possible.
Do we know where he is?
Yeah, well, his friends are across the road, so we'll actually find out who he is now anyway, you know.
Did you request him, yeah?
Yeah, just as soon as
So
possible.
just a bogus call?
Yeah, just malicious.
Malicious, yeah. What it's taken on is a bit of a different slant now. The owners of this premises are able to tell us now someone actually maliciously set off this alarm, treating it as a big joke, but obviously it's not so much a joke. So we can call the Gardaí now, because it's a very serious offence as well, and they will follow it up once we request them to do so. We work with them. The station officer is doing now, he's getting information and description of the individual involved, because they can't be gone too far. We know what direction they went in, and we follow up on this ourselves. Got a very good shot of him here, Tom. Yeah. You know, we'd use that. The guards that arrive here might even recognise this individual as a local lad, you know. So you can see from that we have a great shot of the guy's face and actually engage in the action of setting off the break glass unit. Obviously followed with a phone call to our control, and we got the message that there were people trapped in the fire, but we'd rather wait for the guards now because they have this footage to hand on. We'll be able to give our names and details that if there is a follow-up and a court case that ensues from this, that we've everything in place and they'll understand the weight of response that was sent here, because 5 tenders sent here with an ambulance, you take it on board, this is a B&B, possible persons reported. That's a huge drain on resources for our district, so it does carry a fair bit of weight of the levity towards what he did.
At the Lewis Control Centre, Dave Kavanagh receives the latest update from the scene of the crash.
Hey, it's David up here in the control centre. Can you just try and give us an update there, Vincent, what the situation is?
Lewis driver's, his legs had been trapped, but he had freed himself on our arrival, right? So he's a potential fracture to the leg, and he was treated for spinal injuries. But fully conscious, GCS of 15.
Okay, and what about the truck driver?
Okay.
Joe?
The truck driver's injuries, that's Lewis Control.
Possible back spinal injuries, right? That's what we're treating for now. We could be further internal injuries. So we're not sure yet.
Grand. And is there a number of casualties on the tram itself? Okay, several casualties. Lewis Control here have informed me that they've sent their rescue team down. They have re-railing and they have lifting equipment if you do need to lift it.
We had a tram heading towards Houston Station, and we believe a skip truck come off the quays, was heading up a hill. Who broke the light, I'm not sure, but basically there was a head-on collision. We've had 5 casualties taken to hospital, 2 fairly serious and 3 sort of walking wounded. When we arrived at the incident, we have to isolate the power so that the Lewis doesn't move. Now we do this in conjunction with Lewis Control. We've been on to them to confirm that the power has been turned off, but it's like a secondary backup. It's a large length of wire that is airted to the track. So we have either side of the line isolated. It just confirms that all crews are safe, all members of the public are safe, that the tram can't move or no more trams can come into our area of operations.
You can see here where the driver impacted and where the truck impacted with the Lewis here. It's a very, very violent impact. The front of the Lewis was very destroyed. The truck here, you can see the driver ended out in the road. When we arrived, he had been thrown out through the window of the truck, so we treated the driver here on the ground as a spinal injury. He obviously had head injuries and things like that. He was conscious and talking to us, so signs are good. But as you can see, the tram has been derailed, so it was a very severe impact. As you can see, when the impact occurred on the far side of the truck, and the truck was spun around into the building here, into this pub, I think it is. So yeah, sure, could have been very, very serious altogether. Could have been pedestrians involved, other road users, a lot of people on the tram, a lot of people on the Lewis itself. Could have been a lot worse. Our work is finished here. All the casualties have gone to hospital. We've handed over to the senior Garda here So DFB are finished with the incident now.
A false alarm at Gardner Street has resulted in the deployment of several fire and rescue units and an ambulance. All but one of the crews have now returned to base. For Station Officer Tom O'Rourke, this is not the end of the story.
When he was refused the room based on issues they had with him yesterday, problems with him yesterday, on his way out, he broke the brake glass unit, setting off the fire alarm, caused evacuation. Now, we had 3 appliances responding to this malicious call, basically. They have video footage of the chap inside. If you want to have a look at the footage there, it's quite clear, actually,
Do you know that?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Make a little bit of an example of him, in fairness, Robbie, to stop it as a deterrent for all. Thanks very much. Fair play. Good man. Thanks very much.
See you now.
Luckily enough, local Gardaí with good local knowledge have arrived and they know the individual, and hopefully we'll end up with a conviction. Get the message out there as to how serious this incident actually was. There's the Fire Services Act now, statutory law. It carries a heavy penalty and or imprisonment as well if someone is convicted of a crime such as this. Had there been another incident within our district, resources would have had to travel a greater distance, endangering both those firefighters' lives and obviously the persons that we'd be coming to help or rescue.